National anthem.
Is there a message here? Yes, there is. Don't spill the soda. We had 2 spills last night. I thought I was doing it.
Please bow your heads. Lord, we come to you tonight and ask for your hand to come over the entire racetrack and keep everybody safe. Keep everybody in a good competitive form, good sportsmanship, and fast race cars. I want to thank you personally and for everybody here that showed up and support the track, for all the race car drivers that showed up and gave us a good show. You are the one that brought us all this and graced us with all this, and it is in your name that we pray. Amen. Heat race number 1 rolls out on the Speedway for night number 2 of the first annual Okie Dirt Classic presented by Jay Hodge and Warren Cat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Thunderbird Speedway. I hope you had a great night last night. If you're returning tonight, you are in for a show. Heat race number 1 holds the 94 of Dustin Leatherman on the inside. To the outside of him will be Gene Parvin in the number 31 black car you see there. Inside row 2 is the 4D of Kyle Roller. To his outside be the red number 17 of Lance Dreeth. Dalton Ragsdale in this one. Had a little trouble during the hot lap session, but the 22 lines up inside row number 3. To his outside is going to be Daniel Coet in the 7. Toby Lindale scheduled to be in this one in the 24. To his outside, row number 4, the 3, Cal Slater, last night's winner. And at the back of the pack, the 38 of Robert Page.
They're going fast and fast.
Flagman said, no sir, not this time. Been really, really strict on the starts here this weekend, and I really, really appreciate it. You can't just let them go if it's not clean like it needs to be.
Hey, John, if the announcers are talking about a number or a group, holler it out so we can try to get on it.
Again, big thanks to all the sponsors you see around the racetrack for coming out and supporting us. Putting all this money together, all this stuff together, the Rosses for doing all the work they do. We're going to try this one more time with heat race number 1 in the Behemoths, coming out of turn number 4. Green flag this time. 4 wide for just a second as the number 3 of Kyle Slater threads the needle through 2 other cars. Dreeth up into the wall, a couple of sparks will fly. Will stay green, he gets back on track. It's going to be the 94 Dustin Leatherman leading you down the backstretch into turn number 3. The 31 in tow. Behind him will be the 22 of Dalton Ragsdale and the 3 of Kyle Slater, your top 4. For 5th, the battle heating up here. Kyle Roller currently holding on to it. But watch out, the 7 of Daniel Coet trying to get that on the outside. He enters turn number 1 on the high side. Out front, the 94 Dustin Leatherman starting to pull away as Kyle Slater has worked his way up into that third position. Slater using the bottom of the track here. Right in line of second place, Parvin. No, excuse me, it's Ragsdale. Parvin's dropped to fourth. It's Ragsdale in the 22 up into that second spot. Ragsdale trying to get up there and do some battle for the lead. Kyle Slater, car looks good again tonight. Leatherman will take you down one more lap with second place. Battle between Ragsdale and Kyle Slater still there. Slater's going to enter turn number one just a little bit higher. He's trying to find some grip. Then it's going to be the 31 as we have one car hard into the outside turn one wall. Hard contact back here. Is that the 4D of Kyle Roller, I think? I think it is the 4D of Kyle Roller. Driver is okay, but the car is damaged. So we're going to wait on a record to get over there and get that cleared off. Last night we didn't have too much action there, turn one. And now we have two cars, one in the heat races, and now Kyle Roller goes up there and smacks the outside wall and may end his night. I don't know. I didn't see it. You can see the two tire tracks as he entered really high up into the outside wall, and got to wonder if he'll be able to make it back or not. It's a tough break there. So after all the rain and everything passes through and we get our first heat race on there and have our first incident, we'd like to thank Bravado Wireless. They had to kind of throw some cameras around, get them underneath some cover as that sprinkle came through. And they do have the live feed going, though, right now. They are back on top of the press box here doing what they can, and we'll try to remain up there as long as they can. So we really appreciate them coming out. Again, Bravado Wireless providing wireless service, cell phones. They have a $40 a month service going on right now, unlimited talk text data, $40 a month, and they do have free phone options as well, and they do offer home internet. So if you guys need home internet, Bravado Wireless may be one of your solutions to try and check out. Lights go out, lineup looks good. We're going to get things back underway here as they round out of turn number 2. 24 of Lindell in the hot pit area, just checking the car over, has some sheet metal damage. Doesn't look like he's going to rejoin the field, so he's going to end his heat race night right there. We'll see if he can get back into it a little bit later on in a B feature. But Dustin Leatherman's going to lead you back around to the start of this one. He's got the 22 of Ragsdale and the 3 of Kyle Slater in tow. And this ought to be very interesting, folks. Green flag. Ragsdale and Slater side by side behind your leader, the 94 of Dustin Leatherman. Slater's got a good drive on the top side. Here comes Ragsdale down low in the 22. They may go 3 wide here just shortly as Kyle Slater throws it into turn number 3 on the top side. Can't get it done there. It's going to be Dustin Leatherman taking you down one more time. Halfway down, here comes Kyle Slater, this time on the outside. Leatherman rolls the bottom side. Slater up top. Leatherman giving room on the high side as they enter turn number 3. Now 3 and 4 have been better on the top side, and Slater shows you right there. He's got the lead through turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, new leader to the 3 of Kyle Slater. Dustin Leatherman holds on to second at the moment. And we got 1 spun around turns 1 and 2. Lance Streeth's going to take it around as well to avoid. That is the 7 of Coet, I believe. Yeah, Daniel Coet has gone around. Lance Streeth spinning to avoid the action there, and caution waves with the 3 of Kyle Slater leading, the Dustin Leatherman, the 94 second, and the 22 of Dalton Ragsdale third. So it should be a quick turnaround. We'll get these guys lined back up and get right back to the action. The lights go out as the 7 rejoins the field. Had to catch up. It's a long way around a half-mile speedway. You go to a 3/8 and you're like, man, there's like a whole nother track in here. You can put a whole nother 3/8 mile speedway in this one. It's just that big. The lights are out. Slater's going to bring you around. Ooh, I'm not sure. Oh, he did. Green flag. So it's Slater, Leatherman, Ragsdale, and Parvin, your top 4. They'll separate themselves just a little bit from the others behind them. Again, Slater's car looking smooth on the bottom side of the speedway. He's running a little bit higher line here, 1 and 2. But that TRJ machine definitely doing work here this weekend. He's going to try and double up. Try and get 2 wins this weekend here in that 3 machine. As the white flag will wave this time. And out of turn number 4, he's going to do it again. Kyle Slater winning heat race number 1 in the B mods. In second, it's going to be the Three Rivers Auto Collision and Abel Plumbing, 94 of Dustin Leatherman. And behind him will be the 22 of Dalton Ragsdale in third. And we'll see if we can convince the tech guy down here at the scales to use a little light. Supposed to press the light. See if he'll work. Again, Dalton Ragsdale third, Dustin Leatherman second. Your winner into turn number 1, the 3 of Kyle Slater. They'll roll out of the pit exit over there and roll heat race number 2 onto the speedway. In this one, it's going to be the 5 of Justin Shoemaker leading the pack. When we get things going, to his outside will be the 25C of Brandon Huff. Inside row 2 is the 0 of Ray Roberts with Jacob Campbell in 27 alongside him. Row 3 holds the 83D of Chris Dugan. Had some trouble last night. There he is. I see him. To his outside should be the 16 of Billy Arnold. Racine Smith in the 9R, new car tonight. The 96 of Austin Crowder, also a new car. That's row 4. Row 5 holds the 49 of Justin Wells. The 96 pulling off, not able to start. Tough break, tough break. Something wrong with the 96. Lights go out as last heat race top 3 will roll across the scales here. And we're going to find out what heat race 2 has in store for us this evening. Green flag. Shoemaker is going to lead you through turns 1 and 2. Ray Roberts to the outside of Campbell. He's trying to get that second spot away, and Campbell's going to stay down low in the 27 as we enter turn number 3. Huff in the 25s, drop back just a little bit to 4th, and it's the 49 of Wells. Dugan in the 83 right there behind them, but it's going to be Shoemaker leading lap number 1. Roberts and Campbell stay side by side. They'll continue to do battle here. All the while, the 5 just kind of skating away from them. Looks like the bottom side of the speedway, the preferred line. Watch out, the 83 of Dugan goes around. Stuck at the bottom between turns 3 and 4. Yellow's going to come out this time. They're calling for a wrecker on the 83. Not sure what happened to the 83 down there, but Dugan, they're calling for a wreck. Did something break on the car? Let me get my binocs out here, check this out for a second here. Oh, he's stuck, maybe stuck in some mud. Looks like he's nose down in a little bit of mud there. Again, a little bit of a sprinkle here. Not really a whole lot of rain. I mean, there's some drops on the concrete here, but it's not a soaking yet, so we're going to roll these cars as we get the 83 out of the muck over there. A little bit of a sheen on the dirt down there in turn number 1. The rain stop again, or we still got some sprinkles going on? I can't tell from up here. I don't hear it on the press box. Telling you, this thing's just skirting us again. Checking radar. Past this, if we can get past this right here, we're good. I think this thing's going to move off to the east, stay southeast of us. It's already dissipated quite a bit. I mean, it's been green pretty much over us for the past 15, 20 minutes, and we just now got a little bit of a shower when it got to the heavier part of the radar. And it wasn't that long, so I think we're going to be good after this one cell passes. So hold on to your seats. Go get you guys something to drink or eat. And we will do our best to get the Knights racing in. Might be a good time for Bravado Wireless to show one of their cool commercials on there, and I can be quiet for just a little bit.
Big wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big. Go bold. Go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
From nationwide coverage to live high school sports to the great outdoors and so much more, we've got something for you. We're a local wireless carrier right here in Oklahoma. We work for your town, in your town. But great cell phone signal in rural areas is just scratching the surface. We also broadcast live events from all over Eastern Oklahoma. High school football, basketball, baseball, dirt track races, livestock shows, and community events. Everything to keep you connected in your community. We're also producing original shows like Connect Outdoors and Cooking Wild that shines a light on real Oklahoman experiences. You can find us at bravadowireless.com, or you can search for us on Facebook or YouTube. You can even find us on the Oklahoma Sports Network. You can download their app straight to your phone, Apple TV, Smart TV, or Roku. We don't just create for Oklahoma, we are Oklahoma. We're Bravado Wireless, Oklahoma's service provider.
And we're going to sit here and roll the cars again. Track personnel walking out on the speedway, making sure we're good. They're also going to ask the drivers here what they think of the racing surface. Again, not a lot of rain. Looks like it's already drying up on the concrete. It's just one of those things that kind of pesters you just a little bit. It'd be nice around July 4th if it could do that. You know what I mean? Because normally, like June, July, it's like, no rain, guys. You can't have that. Oh, you want fireworks? Nope, I'm not going to rain for 3 weeks. You can't have fireworks. But we can get little sprinkles like that on July 4th. Man, you can imagine that'd be awesome. Just not enough to really hinder anything and just keep you cool. But again, radar does look clear after this little cell has passed over. There's some patchy stuff way over by Shawnee behind it, but I think we're going to get that, like it races in by the end of then. By the time it gets here, it's going to be over with, so it probably dissipate before it gets here anyway, so I think we're good. I'm going to stop talking about the radar. These drivers are going to check the racing surface over real quick. Make sure it's good and racy. Looks like it is. Yeah. It's exactly what we needed. Just a little bit of moisture and we got a racy surface. Couple of wild rides out there, but the car is able to handle it. So yeah, we'll get a thumbs up or thumbs down for the drivers, get this thing back underway. Tell Mother Nature to leave us alone this time, and let's get this show on the road. Who's had one of those fried bologna sandwiches down there? Anybody have one of those? No? Come on. Nobody's had a fried bologna sandwich down there at the trailer. One. Guys, you are missing out if you have not tried one. Load that thing up. Tomatoes, lettuce, onions, pickles, cheese. 2 slices. I got 2 slices of bologna on mine. I'm telling you, that thing was spectacular. Again, just checking the track out real quick, making sure it's good and ready for the drivers to take off and drive off into turn 1 full throttle like they do. That time looked a little bit better, so I think we're probably good to go. We'll see what they do here up at the back gate. Thumbs up, thumbs down. You know, I talk about that sandwich. I did have one of the bratwursts from the Wurst trailer down there. Local made bratwurst in the Wurst trailer, and I'm telling you, they are exquisite as well. I mean, right, I think they're together. I had the bratwurst, they had the grilled onions. I got the original. They put the ketchup, curry ketchup on there. Oh, it was good. But that bologna sandwich was, man, it was right up there too. So I'll tell you what, if you're a couple out here, one of each. One get the bratwurst, one get the bologna sandwich. Y'all take a bite of each other's stuff, and then you can experience it both. I mean, come on. That's what we do. And while you're down there, go grab you a hoodie or a T-shirt from the Design One Racewear trailer. Again, the way they do their business with the race car drivers and stuff, the race teams do get paid from every sale out of that trailer. Really cool way that they do their racing T-shirts. I've got a race team. I'm thinking about joining it and having them do my stuff. So the lights are out. We're going to get this heat race back underway with Shoemaker leading the way. Green flag will wave from Larry Ross on the flag stand. Here we go. Roberts with a good drive down low. He's going to get, a little tight there with a 27. That's going to allow Wells in the 49 to jump up there in second spot as Roberts slips all the way back here to third. Campbell, worse for the wear there as he goes back to fourth, and he's under attack from the 25C of Huff. But it's Shoemaker out front at the moment, the 5 leading the 49, the 0, and then the 27. The 49, Wells throwing it into turn number 1. Looks like Wells going to make another challenge here. Car definitely looks good enough to make a challenge for the lead. Right on the back bumper of Shoemaker through 3 and 4. And watch out, here comes turn 1. What's the 49 going to do? Oh, can't get it to stick. Front end didn't want to stay down that time. A little bit of a bounce. He's got to collect her back up and try it again. Wells will take it a little bit easy here through 3 and 4, just trying to get a good run. Campbell still running third. Roberts is fourth now. Then it's Billy Arnold. Your top 5. This time Wells has got a good drive down low. Car does stick this time, and side by side out of turn number 2, we have got a battle for the lead. 5 on the outside, the 49 down low. It's Shoemaker and Wells. Wells down low. He's going to throw it in his turn number 1. Shoemaker is going to try the high side. Wells is going to slide up on top, and we have a new leader, the 49. Wells secures the spot through 1 and 2. Shoemaker now second with Campbell third. Your next battle on track between the 0 of Roberts and the 16 of Billy Arnold. One car, turn 1, has gone around. It's going to be the 9R. That's the 9R. It's hard to see. It's on the back quarter panel, upper quarter panel of the car, but that's going to be the 9R that has gone around. Racine Smith. I do like the wrap on that car, but it does make it tough to read the number. It's like the Captain America shield. The shield's pretty big. And then the 9 is right there on the quarter panel top at the back of the car. Racine retires out of the heat race, takes the right turn out of turn number 2. And we should have a lights out here and get back to green flag racing as we make one more lap here. Hey, by the way, I like the City Chevrolet hoodie, the City Chevrolet 46 right there. Yeah, I'm talking about you. His head spun around. He's like, he's not talking about me. Yeah, I'm talking about you. I like that hoodie, man. That's a nice hoodie. Like a throwback. We got a kid wearing some throwback wear here, man. That's cool. Anyways, back to racing action out of turn number 4. The green flag waves. Justin Wells is going to lead the pack again through 1 and 2. This time Campbell has stolen second spot away from the 5 of Shoemaker. Campbell's going to drive hard here into turn number 3. Looks like Campbell's found something. The 27 trying to make a move. Oh, this time though, Wells a little bit better through 1 and 2. He's going to pull a lead. Extend his lead on second place as the white flag will wave for the 49 of Justin Wells. And out of turn number 4, the Muhlenberg Incorporated number 49 will bring home the heat race win. STD Schoenfield Haters number 27, Jacob Campbell will be second. And the yellow number 5 of Justin Shoemaker comes home third. So Shoemaker third, Campbell second, and your winner in the 49, Justin Wells, in this heat race. I tell you what, I think the little bit of rain actually helped the racing surface a little bit. I think it made it a little bit more racy. Heat race number 3 in the USRA B mods now rolls onto the speedway. Jack Kirby in the 7K will be alongside the 79 of Alan Owen on your front row. Second row inside holds the 25 star of Michael Hornback Jr. and the 06 of Christopher Theodore. In the 17 will be Neil Johnston, the blue number 17. To his outside will be the 14 of Kevin Lacey. Kevin not here last night, but brought the B-Mod here tonight. In the 12A is Preston Guthrie, and the 2K will be Mike Keever. 12A, Preston Guthrie, 2K, Mike Keever. The lights are out. And out of turn 4, green flag, good start. Oh, 3 wide for the lead. It's going to be Hornback on the bottom side. Big time move. Muscles his way around those two. Up into the lead around Jack Kirby and the 79 of Alan Owen. The 25 star not messing around in this heat race. Neil Johnson in the 17 showing 4th. Alan Owen trying to stick his nose underneath 7K. Couldn't get it done. It's going to be the 25. Michael Hornback leading lap number 1. Hornback, a driver known to stick the car where nobody else will, and the 14 of Kevin Lacey goes around turn 2. The caution flag will wave. As I was saying, Hornback really drives his cars around the speedway. A lot of guys you see out here, and they're just holding that steering wheel, turning left, real smooth, real clean. I tell you what, Hornback loves to just muscle that thing around a dirt track. And you saw it there as he worked his way on the bottom side of the speedway to get the lead on the start of this one. Maybe a little contact between the 14 and the 17 of Neil Johnston on that one. As I watched the replay on the Bravado Wireless stream. Or maybe the 14 just didn't want to get up in there and just decided to get the thing and tilt her over. Whatever the case may be, it'll bring out the first caution in heat race number 3 in the B-Mods. So coming up after the B-Mod heats is going to be the late models. They're going to come out and have their heat races for the evening. After late models will be the A-Mods and then the factory stock. So we're going to switch things up a little bit later on. We're going to do late models first with the B-Mods second, then the A-Mods and factory stocks. So just swapping the late models and B-Mods in the A-Mains. Tell you what, sometimes you get up here talking and your words just get mixed up. It's just the way it is. If I say 10 words incorrectly out of 10,000, I think I'm doing fine. Restart coming up here in this one. Hornback, your leader. Green light comes on, and the nylon will wave one more time. Hornback, shot out of a cannon down the front stretch, but he's going to take it all the way to the outside wall And guess what? Jack Kirby's got the lead now. Alan Owen jumps to that second spot. The 79 challenging for the lead on the 7K of Kirby. Hornback not going to be happy with the mistake. He's going to drive it in hard turn 3. Watch out, Alan Owen on the outside. He shoots out of the count, and as he enters turn number 3, new leader, the 79 of Alan Owen. The pack will roll back into turn number 1. Kirby in second, Hornback third, Neil Johnson in the 17. Oh, contact, has to get on the brakes. And the 14, a good bit of driving right there from both those guys to avoid. Kevin Lacey able to avoid the 17 once more, no contact. Neil Johnson got a little squirrely, but collects her back up. Still your leader, the 79 of Alan Owen, as he rolls us down one more lap. Jack Kirby in second, Michael Hornback third, and now the 06 of Theodore running fourth with Kevin Lacey fifth, your top 5. They string out just a little bit here. No real battles on the track. A lot of grip down low. Hornback having some trouble. Car definitely not with the grip that it had a little bit earlier. Owen looking good through about the center of the speedway. I guess you could call that the bottom. Turns 1 and 2, he's just following that black slick that you see as they enter turn number 1. Kevin Lacey, the other one, venturing down to the bottom side. Out of turn number 4, this one being a little bit less exciting with everybody lining out, though. It's going to be the 79 of Alan Owen taking the white flag. One more lap around the big half-mile Thunderbird Speedway. Jack Kirby still running in that second spot. Hornback still trying to get the car to turn like he wants to. In third, Theodore and Lacey make up your top 5. And no real challenge on the track anywhere. It's going to be the 79 of Alan Owen. So Alan Owen in the 79 taking this heat race win. Jack Kirby second and Hornback third. They'll take one more lap around and roll off the turn exit, turn number 2, and we're going to roll some late models. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to turn things over to Mr. Larry Carr, and he'll give you the call on the late model heat races tonight.
Thank you, and good evening, Thunderbird Speedway. Here comes your Sooner Late Model Series first heat, brought to you by Complete Well Testing, Design One Racewear, and O'Reilly Auto Parts. Scheduled on the pole, the 71 car, Jay Ryson, out of Boonville, Arkansas, sponsored by Jay's Trash Service, Flat Belly Farms, Bear Torque Converters, and Southwest Feeds. The 29 car, 29S, Scott Garrett Donnell out of Newell, Oklahoma, is supposed to be lined up on the outside pole. He is elected to go to the back. The 14R, Jeff Roth out of Bentonville, Arkansas, sponsored by Kimball Services, Ridout Lumber, and Waco Title. The 5R, Mr. Caleb Roach out of Woodward, Oklahoma, sponsored by Ramirez Race Cars, Boom Test Well Service. The 11 of Dustin Allen out of Enid, Oklahoma, sponsored by Bergman Tax Service, The Spot. Nick and Rebecca Donnell, Enid Superloop, Fine Roofing, Meadow Lake Golf Course, Allen Tyler Remodeling, Avco Performance, Allen Racing Fabrication, and Supreme Vinyl Works. The 36 of Jason Redmond out of Sapulpa, Oklahoma, sponsored by Car and Fleet Racing and Snap-on Tools. The 66, young Mr. Hayden Ross out of Muskogee, Oklahoma, sponsored by Ross Construction, J. Hodge Chevrolet Cadillac, Bill Pry Racing, and Laster Cattle Company. Last but not least, the 23 of Kearney Weaver out of Muskogee, Oklahoma. And just like that, we're off. Rice, and oh my gosh, somebody hard into the outside wall. Is that Redmond? No, it is. It's green, but I can't tell. I believe that is going to be the 36 of Redmond. 36, Jason Redmond hard into the outside wall in corner 1. And that brings out the yellow.
Yeah, turn number 1 has been just a terrible spot. And you understand why we fixed that wall side right there. And Larry, you can see the bricks that we have laid up there on the track. They used to have the track exit right there, and there was a bunch of track tires. You actually see them back there by the trees. But it was just a solid vertical wall, and we got rid of that, and that is the exact reason why, to keep the driver safe.
At other tracks, and
yeah,
exactly
it is a
the
bad
reason
deal.
you got rid of it is exactly the reason
it is a
should
bad
never
deal.
be
So,
there.
but luckily, as bad as that looked, it's a lot safer than it used to be, folks. Still waiting to see if the driver's okay.
Driver is okay. Jason Redmond in the 36 car. All right, over there in corner 1. All right, so the safety crew out there working to get the 36 car off of the wall and off the track so that we can go back green flag racing. Really excited about being here for the second day of this event. It's a great 2-day event here at Thunderbird Speedway. Great to see the Old Girl reopened. The historic Thunderbird Speedway. A lot of history in this track.
Yeah, let's not say just reopen because, I mean, she got a makeover.
Right,
I mean,
yeah,
the new victory
they
lane,
didn't just come and turn the lights
brand
on.
new paint,
They didn't
new
come and turn the
wall,
lights
new
on.
sponsors. They redid everything underneath the grandstands.
They had to run her through the beauty shop a couple of times.
Just a complete makeover.
Take her down to the plastic surgeon and have her sweeten up a little bit. But Brady Ross and the group have done just a fantastic job with the track. We're really excited about being here with the late model series and look forward to coming back here again this year. So with no laps complete, it should be a side-by-side restart. Ryson and Roach should be out front. And they got a little bit into a hurry. And we're going to slow it up and start them again. And the rain comes out again, and we go back under yellow. It just gets too greasy out there for this kind of speed with the rain. Well, if you're interested in the late models, we do travel around Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Texas, and Arkansas. Next stop for the Sooner Late Model Speedway, Sooner Late Model Series will be at Enid Speedway. That's what I was trying to say. April 3rd, we go to Enid Speedway. All right, we're going to spread them out a little bit and let them run around at about half throttle and see if we can kind of roll it back in and see how slick it is. First, we're going to spread them out, though, so that we don't create any problems. As the yellow light comes back on, I believe we're going to line them back up and try to get this thing back underway. So it'll be Jay Rison on the pole, Caleb Roach on his outside, Jeff Roth inside row 2, Dustin Allen to his outside, then Hayden Ross and Kearney Weaver. Scott Garrett Donnell. I missed Scott Donnell in there. Flagman looks him over, and we're off. Roach with a slight advantage of going to 1. Here comes Rison back to his inside. Roach will take the lead. The 14R of Roth and the 11 of Dustin Allen make a little contact. Meanwhile, Hayden Ross suddenly finds himself battling for second and headed for the lead. Caleb Roach out front, Hayden Ross into second, then Rison, Dustin Allen, Jeff Roth, Scott Donnell, and Kearney Weaver. Dustin Allen takes a look underneath the 71 of Jay Rison. Rison holds him off as they come off floor. Meanwhile, up front, Hayden Rice right on the back bumper of Caleb Roach. Dustin Allen doing battle hard with Jay Rison. Allen may have the advantage there. He does as he moves into third. It'll be Roach and Ross. No. Ross gets around Roach as they go into 1. Hayden Ross out front. Caleb Roach into second. then Dustin Allen, Jay Risen, Jeff Roth, Scott Donnell, and Kearney Weaver. Hayden Ross now starting to pull away from Caleb Roach. Dustin Allen starting to reel Roach in. Ross is your leader. Roach sits in second. Allen running third. Then it's Rison, Roth, Donnell, and Weaver. Hayden Ross now opening up a huge lead. About a half straightaway lead, almost a straightaway lead over Caleb Roach, Dustin Allen, Jay Risen, Jeff Roth, Scott Donnell, and Kearney Weaver. White flag out for Hayden Ross. Caleb Roach still in second. Dustin Allen hot on his tail. Then it's Risen, Roth, Donnell, and Weaver. Here he comes to the checks. Your winner, the 66, Hayden Ross. Second is going to be a battle. It's going to be Roach. Allen third. Then Jay Risen, Jeff Roth, Garrett Donnell, and Kearney Weaver. Your winner once again, the 66 car, Mr. Hayden Ross. Second Sooner Late Model Series heat race, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts and Design One Racewear, should be coming to the track. On the pole, the ZZ car, Mr. Sloppy Hog, out of Arlington, Texas. On his outside will be the 15A, Mike Anderson from right here in Muskogee, Oklahoma, sponsored by Davis Field Aviation, Eagle Landscape, Bill Fry Motorsports. The 88S, Mr. Richard Scheffler out of Mounds, Oklahoma, sponsored by Sherwood Construction and Southwest Greens. The 49 car, Justin Wells out of Aurora, Missouri, sponsored by John Muhlenberg. The 10 car, Jacob McGee out of Caney, Kansas, sponsored by Patriot Service Company and Triple J Farms of Caney. The 14G, Joe Godsey out of Bentonville, Arkansas, sponsored by Kimball Services, Ridout Lumber Company, and Waco Title. Godsey was your winner here last night for the Sooner Late Model A feature. Last but not least, the 82 car, Jace Parmalee out of Neosho, Missouri, sponsored by Lucky Sailor Horse and Cattle Company, Smokin' Hog Barbecue, and Muddy Bottom Boys. And we're off. Hog out front. Here comes Anderson and Wells. Oh, and around goes the 14G of Joe Godsey. Yo is out. Should be a complete side-by-side restart with Godsey on the back. Godsey takes the 14G in to get a look. Flat tire on the 14G. really in a heat race, there's not enough time to change a flat and get them back out. Think they're going to try it, but yellow light is out. We'll look for green flag next time around. Sloppy Hog and Mike Anderson will lead him down to the flagman. If he likes what he sees, we'll go back to green flag racing. And they're off. Hog back out front, Anderson and Wells. Wells takes a look around the outside of Mike Anderson. Here comes Richard Schipler up to the inside of Anderson. Anderson battling back on Wells now. They come off 4, Hog out front. Wells. Wells into second. He slides way up into the marbles. Here comes the 10 car of Jacob McGee. Hard to see the numbers on that one. McGee side by side with Anderson. They'll follow Hog into 1. McGee now ahead of Wells. Hog, McGee, and Wells. Then Anderson, Parmalee, and Schepler. Sloppy Hog still your leader, Jacob McGee and Justin Wells right there. Now McGee tapping on Hog's back bumper. He'll take a look underneath Hog as they come off 4. Hog's going to hold him off. Good battle up front between, here goes McGee to the inside of Hog. Hog slid up, and there goes McGee. McGee to the lead. Now Justin Wells wants to go underneath Sloppy Hog. Hog slides up, and Wells goes underneath him. So now it's Jacob McGee out front, Justin Wells in second, Sloppy Hog third, then Jay Parmalee, Mike Anderson, and Richard Schepler. Jay Parmalee takes a look underneath Sloppy Hog. Side by side into 3. McGee takes the white flag. Wells in second, and that battle continues between Parmalee and Hog. Parmalee by a nose at the flag stand. Your leader all alone out front. Here he comes off 4. He'll take the checks this time by your winner, the 10 car of Jacob McGee. Justin Wells finishes second, Jay Parmalee third, then Sloppy Hog, Mike Anderson, and Richard Schepler. Third and final heat for the Sooner Late Model Series, brought to you by Design One Racewear and O'Reilly Auto Parts. Should be in the staging area, and they should be lined up like this. On the pole, the 31 car of Gary Lowe out of Plano, Texas, sponsored by Advanced Suspension and Wells Racing Engines. On his outside should be the 229 of Damian Patoshka out of Enid, Oklahoma. Inside row 2, the 55, Zach Nichols, double nickel Zach Nickel, out of Choctaw, Oklahoma, sponsored by Mark's Machine Shop and Automotive Repair. Nakoma Park Radiator, Garrett Maple Homes, the Harry Coconut Salon, BB Welding, and KBN Graphics. On his outside, it'll be the 28 of Kylan Garner out of Neosho, Missouri, sponsored by Kryptonite Race Cars by USA One Motorsports, McDougall's Flooring, G4 Hydro Graphics, and Double Down Asphalt. The 00, Mr. Clay Julian out of Ozark, Arkansas, sponsored by CJ Trucking and Carl McDade Construction. And joining us tonight, the 64 car of Jay Sales out of Bethany, Oklahoma, sponsored by Sales Physical Therapy. And the green flag's out. Patoshka with the early lead. Lowe right with him. Now Nickel wants to go underneath Lowe. Julian under the 28 car of Kylan Garner. Now Julian alongside Lowe. Patoshka your leader. Nickel in second. Then Lowe and Julian. Make that Julian and Lowe. Ooh! Julian tried to go up high, and Lowe was there, and he almost spun himself. Caught a little bit of the front corner of the 31 car. Meanwhile, the 28 of Kylan Garner doing battle with the 31 of Gary Lowe. Patoshka, your leader. Nickel in second. Then Clay Julian. That battle between Garner and Lowe, and finally Jay Sale. Patoshka opening up a little breathing room now over Nickel and Julian, Garner and Lowe, and Sale. Clay Julian now on the back bumper of Zach Nickel as they go down the back straightaway. Julian goes up on the high side. Nickel goes up there also. Now Julian looks underneath him as they go into one. Nickel tries to shut him down, and around goes the 00. He keeps it running, keeps it going. And the yellow already out. Clay Julian did a heck of a job there to try to keep the car moving and stay green, but yellow was already out. All right, Texas-style restart with Patoshka out front. Everybody else side by side. Oh, green flag. Patoshka saw it coming. Nobody else did. Garner moves into second as he gets around Nickel. Jay Sale comes from all the way to the back. Up into fourth. Patoshka still out front. Garner running second, then Nickel. Battle between Sale and Lowe and Julian. Gary Lowe gets around Jay Sale. Julian slides underneath Sale. 6 laps down this time. Patoshka, your leader. Kylan Garner trying to catch him. Then it's Zach Nickel in that 3-pack behind him of Lowe, Julian, and Sale. Julian sticks the nose underneath Lowe, can't find anything there. Sale tries the outside on Julian as the white flag comes out for Patoshka with Garner right on his back bumper. Garner takes a look underneath Patoshka. They come off too, Patoshka in the lead, but Garner right on his tail. Then it's Nickel, Lowe, Julian, and Sale back up front. Garner's going to take a look as they come off 4. They're going to come to the checks. It's going to be Patoshka. Patoshka, Garner, Zach Nickel, Clay Julian, Gary Lowe, and Jay Sale. Well, that'll do it for me for the Sooner Late Model Series heat races. I'll turn it back over to the fine folks here at Thunderbird Speedway, and we'll get back to racing.
Fine set of heat races there for the late models. They'll get things lined up for the feature races a little bit later on. With the track, again, helping Mother Nature helping us out with a little bit of moisture every so often, and it's really made the track extra racy, so really nice to see that. It hasn't put a hinder on our evening. It's actually made it a little bit better. Track looking excellent tonight. Don't see anything too rough at the moment, and the track really starting to widen out. So we're looking into some really competitive heat races here for the A mods who just rolled out on the Speedway, as well as factory stocks. They'll come up next. We will have a B feature in the B mods, so that will be coming up here after these heat races. They'll have plenty of time here to get that lined out. So the B mod, B feature coming up. This will be your heat number 1 of USRA modified action, 8 laps the distance with Jason Payton on the front row alongside the 7H of Brett Hansen. Payton in the 6. Jake Davis, last night's winner in the 7D, and Tate Cole makes a trip to Thunderbird Speedway in the 89. Justin Wells in the 49 will be inside row 3 with Jay Sale in the 64 outside row 3. And your last row on track will be Jeremy Vaughn of the 8 and the 70 JR of Drake Long. Lights are out. And yellow. Flagman didn't like it. We're going to start it back over one more time. Total of 2 heat races here in the modifieds. And then once the factory stocks show up, we'll have 2 heat races in that class as well. Your B feature in the B mods coming up, we'll have 14 cars to fill out the last 8 positions to start a 20-car field for tonight's A main event. Lights on the Speedway back out, and we're going to try this one more time at a turn number 4 with heat race number 1 in the modifieds, and the nylon will wave. We are underway. 3 wide down the front stretch. Oh, watch out. 2 cars high to the high side. The 17 JR of Drake Long stuck a nose between him and who was that? The 7H of Brett Hansen up into the wall. Hard contact. Drake Long in the 17 JR was the one that caused the action, and they actually got between the 49 of Wells, and when they threw it in there, the rear end came around, smacked the 7H. And that was that. Both cars ended up in the outside wall. We'll see if Hansen can resume, but I don't think that is what Long was intending to do at all. I think he just had an open spot. He went for it. I think he tried to stay off the 7H as he tried to get the car to rotate, on entry. And the rear end just came too far around and ended up just kind of side slapping the 7H of Brett Hansen. Both cars end up in the outside turn 1 wall, and The 17 is going to go to the pits. Hansen will stay on track. Hansen thinks the 49 did something, but it wasn't the 49. So he's trying to voice his opinion over there on the backstretch, but it wasn't the 49 that did anything. So wrong call right there from Hansen. It was actually the 17 JR, and he's already out in the pits. Again, I don't think the 17 meant to do that. I think it was really tight racing. He tried to turn the car down, keep it off the 7H. The rear end just rotated too quickly, and he couldn't catch it. And he didn't run over him. He just couldn't get the car to rotate like he wanted. So. The lights go out. We're going to try this one more time. 2 cars down. The 6 of Peyton will lead you back around to the green flag with Vaughn beside him. And green flag. Oh, good side-by-side action. See right there, the 7D. Jake Davis tried to rotate the car, and it's kind of the same action with him and Wells. Peyton's going to come out of this one up front, and the 7D of Davis shoots out of a can and goes right around the 8, up into the second spot. Davis looks like he's got a good power plant in this 7D as Peyton gets a little bit loose coming out of turn number 4. This is going to give the 7D a shot in the turn number 1. And sure enough, Davis is going to take a look down low. Car hooks right there on the inside rim. He'll pull a small slider up in front of the 6. The 6 is going to try and cross him over. We got a good battle for the lead. Peyton's going to shoot down the backstretch, pull a nose as we enter turn number 3, but Jake Davis says, no, I'm going to keep in the throttle all the way to turn number 3, power around the outside, and he'll hold the lead out of turn number 4. Jake Davis pulls the lead just a little bit more down the backstretch. The 70 winning last night. Last night's events, coming home the victor. Peyton showing up this evening as a new racer to the Okie Dirt Classic, first annual Okie Dirt Classic presented by Jay Hodge and Warren Cat. Peyton's setup starting to go away just a little bit as he falls into the clutches of the 49 of Wells. Vaughn has fallen to the back of the pack here. 4-car field as 2 cars out with the first incident in this one. Three-car battle for second. Peyton starts to pull away from the 49 of Wells. Jake Davis has checked out from the rest of the field. I do appreciate the people watching the live stream on Bravado Wireless. Got 178 people watching right now, so thank you guys for watching. As you're watching heat race number 1 in the modifieds right now. We have had a couple of issues with weather in the area, and because of that, we cannot run our outside microphone, for that's why the cars don't sound as loud. The press box is well insulated, and it is very echoey in here, so you will hear some of the tower personnel talk, as that's also been inclement. So we appreciate you sticking with us. White flag waves as Jake Davis will have one more lap around the big half-mile speedway here in Muskogee. Wells and Peyton side by side now for 2 laps. As I was talking just a second ago, I kept eyes on those 2, and they are doing battle for that second spot. Jake Davis is a mile ahead of these 2. He's going to come out of turn number 4 and take the victory here in heat race number 1. Wells tries the bottom side of the turn number 4. He's going to try a slider. He pushes Peyton up to the outside. It's going to be Wells in the 49. Coming home second, Peyton will be third. And at the back, the 8 of Vaughn. Again, Bravado Wireless providing the live feed tonight. We appreciate them. If you need wireless service, please visit them at their locations. Hold on, let me get their locations. I gotta reach over there. Give me a second. Why is that so far away? Okay, here we go. Shakota, Seminole, Hugo, Stigler, Idabel, Telequa, McAllister, Valiant, Muskogee, Warner, and the second location in Muskogee. A great job by those guys. If you are watching the stream, go ahead and feel free to comment. Tell us how we're doing. Let us know your favorite driver, who's going to win the A-Mains tonight. Really cool to see you guys interact live on Facebook. Heat race number 2 in the USRA Modifieds rolls onto the speedway as they enter turn number 1. Leading the way will be the 4R of Jared Russell. To his outside will be the 20E of James Esmond. Row 2 holds the 127 of Andy Morris, and to his outside will be the 84X of Henry Dry. Brendan Gimmel had a good battle last night. Ended up getting beat, but he returns tonight for another chance. He'll be inside row number 3. Roy Long in the 17 will be outside row 3, and we're missing one car, the 73 Janel. Oh, he's parked right there at the track entrance on the backstretch, just like where the cars just passed. So he will be joining the field, and there he goes. The 70 of Jake Davis, the 49 of Cole Wells, and the 6 of Peyton cross the victory lane here as they go over the scales and get weighed. A couple of high fives, fist bumps from the kids. That is just a cool feature, guys. We should have been doing that 50 years ago. That's all there is to it. But hindsight 2020, we've done it now. We got it done. Lights are out. Heat race number 2 coming right at you out of turn number 4. Flagman said no, sir. Got them lined back up, stacked into turn number 3. We're going to try it one more time. Flagman's been really strict on these guys. Really appreciate a good flagman that says, let's keep it together. Let's make sure we're not trying to jump the starts here. This one looks a lot better. Green flag waves. We are underway. Heat race number 2 in the modifieds. Russell with the early lead through 1 and 2. It's a dog race for second with Andy Morris leading the way right now. Gimmel in the G3 down low, and here comes the 17 on the outside. Roy Long trying to get a run there. It's going to be the 4-hour Jared Russell leading lap number 1. Long gets high out of turn number 2. He's going to lose a lot of track position to the G3 of Gimmel. And so the 127 of Andy Morris in second, trying to track down the very fast 4R of Jared Russell. Things calm down just a little bit here. Everybody's separating themselves by a few car lengths. Again, the racetrack pretty even top to bottom. These guys look like they're rolling the bottom inside lane. Gimmel found a little bit of traction there as he enters turn 1, trying to get underneath Andy Morris. And the 84 taking it to the infield. Dry is going to retire early here. Jared Russell halfway down this time. 127 Andy Morris, Gimmel in third. Then it's going to be Long, Arnold, and the 20 of Esmond, your running order. Track looking smooth though. Definitely good entries and exits out of these corners. Last night we had a little bit of a rough surface entering turn number 1. Looks like they've got that handled. Cars definitely look like they're having a smoother ride around the turns, and these drivers, I'm sure, appreciate it. They're not getting jostled up there in the cockpits, trying to muscle these things around already, and you have to deal with something like that. So good job, track crew, for doing the work they did last night to get the track surface prep for this evening. Jared Russell takes us down one more lap. The battle for second, still as it was just a second ago. Gimmel again trying the bottom side. He's got a little bit better look this time. A little more grip down there as he ran a little bit lower line, and he's battling for second spot. White flag will wave for Jared Russell as Gimmel out of turn number 4 has got the second spot away from Andy Morris. And out of turn number 4 is going to be the 4R, Jared Russell, winning his heat race again. Gimmel coming home second, Andy Morris third. So Andy Morris in that third spot. Gimmel comes home second. Your winner in this heat race, the 4R of Jared Russell. Heat race number 1 in the factory stocks now rolls out onto the speedway. 6 laps the distance. 2 heat races in this class tonight. On the front row in this one, Randy Moses the second in the white number 75. Is outside in the number 1 machine, Grant Davis. The black number 1 inside row 2 will be the DT1, discount tire 1 of Mike Wiseman to his outside. The 327 of Dale Richardson. Juan Diaz is in the black and blue Camaro inside row 3. To his outside will be the 2K of Trey Keever. Kyler Mackey in the black car at the back, the number 18 machine. And Matt French in the 199 will round out your field. Lights are out, and we are good to go green. Side by side they go. Randy Moses trying to muscle his machine around. It pops loose just a little bit. Matt French does the same as he's worked his way up just a little bit. Had to catch the car. It's going to be the 327 of Dale Richardson to the point this time in the turn number 3. Grant Davis in second with the 1 of Mike Wiseman running third as he is alongside, I believe that is the 75 of Randy Moses. Yes. Richardson running the low line. A lot of these guys running the low line. 1 car up high is Juan Diaz. He tries to catch the car. High side shuffle for the 11, but he ends up catching it, and we're good. We stay green. Matt French has worked his way up the field. He's now working on third place. The DT1 of Mike Wiseman and the 199 of Matt French. French in the yellow number 1 is going to take that away, and he's going to go for the next number 1 of Grant Davis. So we've got 1, 1, and 1 right there. Your battle on track. Now for second, Matt French looking extra racy. The 327 of Dale Richardson stretching the lead. French is going to take the low line here in the 199, trying to get around the 1 of Grant Davis, and does so. He's up to second. So from the back of the field, the 199 of Matt French up to second. If he had any more laps, I think he might be able to track down the 327. But Richardson is just too far out, I believe. Don't think there's going to be enough time for him to catch him. Matt French, a little bit of smoke as he came out of turn number 4. I couldn't tell if that was dust or tire smoke. I think it's dust. So before we get too excited there, I think the 199 is just fine. Looks very fast, though. Out of turn number 4, the 327 of Dale Richardson will get the white flag. And turn 3, turn 4 now. The 327 of Richardson will win heat race number 1 in the factory stocks. Matt French with a good drive here, working all the way from the back of the pack for a second place finish. And holding on for third will be the 1 of Grant Davis. Heat race number 2 in the factory stocks rolls out on the speedway. As the racers from that heat race will go over the scales, get the green light, red light right down there at the bottom, and then roll on through victory lane. Very cool. Very cool to see that stuff. Bravado, you guys got to get a shot of that stuff down there with those kids. I mean, that's just making memories, man. Oh, yeah, you got him. Drivers love that stuff. That's why they come out here. So the 86 goes to the back on this one. That's going to put Dennis Slater in the 19 inside row number 1 alongside the 7 of Kobe Kasinger. So a driver switch in the 19. The 25 of Mike Moschak supposed to be outside row 2. And inside him is supposed to be the 11 of James Moyson. Then it's going to be the 11 of Gracie Williams, row 3 inside with Tyler Lacey to the outside of her in the 97. The 86 is going to go to the back, and the L5, I believe, is Logan Brown, but not on the lineup. Lights are out. Heat race number 2 in the factory stocks. 2 of 2 here. This will be last factory stock heat race. Getting ready to kick off. Larry Ross looks him over. Green flag waves, and we are underway. Oh, watch out. Gracie Williams sideways up into the outside wall in turn number 1. And the caution light will come on. This should be an easy, quick reset. Complete restart. So Williams getting righted and trying to get her tagged in on the back of this one. Brown's going to, again, stay to the back of the pack. So a complete restart here. We're going to get things lined back up. Six laps the distance here in this heat race. I think Logan Brown just trying to shake his car down, so I don't think he's on the lineup. Might not be competing tonight. Confirming the L5 is not in competition this evening. Just out there shaking down the car. Green flag waves. K-Singer is going to shut the door on the 19 of Dennis Slater. Bold move there, young man, on a pretty veteran racer. Slater's going to stay down low. He's going to pull up to the door. Good tight racing up front. Moisten in the 11. Slater's going to nose ahead here through turns 3 and 4. And he will lead lap number 1. K-Singer's got a good run on the bottom side. It's going to be really tight entering turn 1. K-Singer's going to back out. That's a smart move. This time Dennis is going to slip up high. This is going to be K-Singer a run down low. Swapping positions up front. This one's going to get interesting. Here comes Moisten with a good run down the back stretch into turn number 3. Slater hard on the throttle out of turn number 4, trying to catch your top 2 now, which is K-Singer and Moisten. Moisten looks to the outside in turn number 1. Car goes sideways, can't catch it, and he's up into the outside marbles, and the caution flag will wave. Gracie Williams with an issue. She's going to exit out of turn number 2 and take it back to the pits. Looked like it may be a left front flat. Hard to say over here on this side. The lights are out this time. Somebody's out of line here. That's why we did not go green. Somebody's out of a line. There we go. Now we got them lined up. Okay, good to go this time. Okay, lights out. Try this one more time. Case Singer is going to lead you back around to the green flag, and this time it's a good start, green flag. Case Singer hooks the inside rim of the speedway. Seen a couple guys do that tonight. Seems like there's a lot of grip down there on the bottom side. Sometimes you can get up on a little bit of a berm, and it makes a little bit of a weight transfer to the rear of the car. Gives you just a little bit more rear grip. Tightens up the machine just a little bit. That time, Casinger got loose out of turn 4. Looks like Moschek has a run on the outside. Is Casinger running really low into turn number 1. Lacey, Moisen, and the 19 of Slater going at it back here for third. Moisen jumps up into that third spot now around the 19. It's still Casinger with the lead. Slater having a little bit of an issue entering turn number 1. I've seen that twice now. The car just pushes to the outside, and he's not able to get the car rotated. Casinger still leads with Moschek and Moisen second and third. White flag waves this time for the 7. The L5 goes around top of turn 2. See if we can keep it going. We're still green, still green. Get it started, young man, get it started. Oh, yellow flag. Right at the, you got it turned around, but right when the yellow flag came out. Single file restart this time. 1 lap to go. Be the white flag starting us off this time. Moisen works his way back up to that third spot after the spin. Moschek's going to slip up in front of him, shut the door. Lacey's trying to work his way up into that top 3 in the 97. Can't get it done. Moisen now has an inside run on the 25. This is your last corner. Casinger looks like he's going to come out of this one just fine up front. The 7 of Kobe Casinger will win heat race number 2 in the factory stocks. Moschek a close second, and Moisen in third. So the 11 of James Moisen in third. The 25 of Mike Moschek comes home second. And your winner in this heat race, the 7 of Kobe Casinger. Rolling out on the speedway will now be your USRA B-Mod B feature of the evening. Scheduled 10 laps. The distance, this will set the rest of the field for the 20-car field in the A mains a little later on tonight. On the front row, in the red number 7, will be Daniel Coet. To his outside, the number 14 of Kevin Lacey. Inside row number 2, the 0 of Ray Roberts. And to his outside, the 25C of Brandon Huff. Robert Page in the 38 will be inside row number 3 with Neil Johnston in the 17J. Outside row 3. Row 4 holds the 2K of Mike Keever and Lance Dreeth in the 17. Racine Smith in the 8R. And the 83 of Chris Dugan will be row 5. Row 6 is Toby Lindell in the 24 and Preston Guthrie in the 12A. At the back of the field, the 4D of Kyle Roller and the 96 of Austin Crowder. And we go green flag for 10 laps to set the field in the A mains in the B-Mods. Your field rows through 1 and 2. Out the other side down the backstretch will be Daniel Coet with the lead. Kevin Lacey a close second. Then it's going to be Ray Roberts in third. Johnston gets a little sideways out of turn number 4, able to recover. Brandon Huff is in the 4th spot. Then it's Johnston in 5th. The 14 of Kevin Lacey starting to reel in your leader here. Things starting to heat up front. Coet takes you down one more lap, but Lacey looks like he's got a little bit better setup here. He rolls that inside rim. Looks like that's where the speed's at tonight. A lot of those guys doing that. Neil Johnston is using it right there out of turn number 2 to get around the 25C of Brandon Huff. So Johnston up to 4th. The 14 of Kevin Lacey starting to charge out of turn number 4 all over the back bumper. Coet may have made a little bit of contact. He's going to roll the outside this time. Maybe drop off the hill. Looking for some momentum down the backstretch to make another charge, but no, he's not going to be able to catch up this time. Ray Roberts is right there. It's going to be a 3-car battle. We got turn 2, Lance Dreeth, and Racine has also gone around. Racine Smith up into the outside turn number 1, but the caution was for the 17 of Lance Dreeth. Lineup should be easy to get straightened out this time. Is where they were running is where they're going to be lined back up. Hadn't changed much in the past couple of laps. So Lance Dreeth able to continue here this evening in this one. Again, B feature. Smith looks like taking it to the pits. And we have the 2K in turn number 3 who's slow. We got a push truck over there to try and get them either started back up or off the racing surface. Again, if you haven't had a chance, get down there. Check out the Design One Racewear trailer for all the Sooner Late model driver gear and attire. They have T-shirts and hoodies. I know they're running a little bit lower earlier, but you might still have a chance and pick up something tonight. Again, all the garments sold in that race trailer go to, part of the money goes to the race teams here tonight and in the series. So if you buy Brady Ross T-shirt, they're going to get some of the money that you just spent. You're supporting the team as well as you get to flash a little bit of swag when you get to go out to other racetracks. Okay, all clear. We'll go next time by. Drivers clear the carbs on the back stretch. And let's see if we can put this one away and set our field for the A main. Nylon will wave. We're back underway. Coet leading the way. Here comes Lacey on the bottom side. The 14 will go side by side with your leader. Johnston underneath in the 17, trying to take something away here. He does. He's up to second. Johnston up to second on the restart. Roberts in the 0 trying to work his way up to third. Maybe a little bit of contact on the backstretch entering turn number 3 between him and the 7 of Coet. And we got one around, the 17 of Lance Streeth. Caution flag will wave again one more time. Again, thanks for the 183 live viewers we have on the Bravado Wireless stream for joining us this evening for tonight's events. We really appreciate you guys holding on. Again, sorry for the small technical difficulties we're having. Again, rain in the area. Hats off to the Bravado Wireless guys. They really do a lot of work coming out, setting all the cameras up, getting good camera angles. They had a bunch of compliments last night. We got a little bit of rain tonight. These guys are running up and down these concrete grandstands to get these cameras out of the way, and I'm sure they're not cheap cameras. These are HD cameras. They come in a small package, but I bet they come with a very high price tag. So they're running up and down, trying to get everything unhooked, hidden underneath in the press box, wherever they can get it hidden so that the rain doesn't damage the cameras. And we're trying to make sure the track doesn't go away. It's getting a little bit of rain here and there, and we're wondering if we're going to race, not going to race. More sprinkles here and there, but, man, hats off to these guys. You have your live stream there on Facebook. We get to watch the races here live at the track. Just let us know that you guys appreciate it, and that's all we ask. So Bravado doing a great thing for sports here in Oklahoma, and couldn't ask any more of them, honestly. They do it. We love it. Again, this B feature is going to set the starting lineup for the A main and the B modifieds in the first annual Okie Dirt Classic, presented by Jay Hodge and Warren Cat. Going to try it one more time out of turn number 4. Let's see if we can get it done. Larry Ross will wave the green flag one more time. Back underway. Side by side through 1 and 2 of Coet and the 14 of Lacey. Robert gets way high and loose. Tries to get her back down on the racing surface, but lost all the track position. He's at the back of the pack. Tough break right there. He's got to try and reel him back in. Lacey out front. Johnston running second now with Coet running third in the 7. Huff in the 25 is running fourth. And then it's going to be the 12A. Guthrie trying to get up there in that top 5. Again, I believe 8 cars will transfer, as we have the top 12 set already for the A feature. Lacey finding something here, bringing the car out this evening. Didn't have it out here last night, but the 14 looking good here tonight. Johnston starts to track him down, though. So let's see what happens in the 17. He's found something as well. Johnston running a little bit higher line on the straightaways, cutting the corner down into turn number 1, has an inside look right to the back bumper of the 14, but Lacey's going to pull a couple car lengths coming out of turn number 4, that higher line, leading to just a little bit more momentum. Johnston taking another look down low here out of turn number 4, just trying to set up that Spartan Signs number 14. We are 7 laps down of 10. 3 to go. And this one not settled. Of course, again, the top 8 will transfer. Lacey, Johnston, Coet, Huff. The 12A right now of Guthrie is in. Ray Roberts is in. Robert Page is in, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, everybody's in. We must have had a car come off. I didn't see it. Thought we had 9. Oh, battle for the lead. Watch out. Battle for the lead. White flag lap 2. Johnston take the outside line this time. He way on the outside. Had an outside look on Lacey. This time he's right on the back bumper down the back stretch. He's got a good chance here. Let's see what he does. Watch that 17 on the outside. Rolls the top side around the number 14 of Lacey. They're side by side out of turn number 4, but Lacey, I believe, has the dig on the bottom side and he'll win the B feature. Johnston second and Coet third. And everybody finishing will transfer. So Coet in the 7 comes home third. Neil Johnston in the blue number 17 comes home second. Your winner rolls down the front straightaway in the number 14. Lacey, Kevin Lacey. I believe we're going to have some late models come out here for their B feature event. Oh, it's the A feature. We're rolling right on to the A. Excuse me, I stand corrected. So Super Dirt Late Model Racing coming up, A feature event right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to turn things over to their announcer, Larry Carr.
All right, good evening, Thunderbird Speedway. We're back again. Hey, listen up out there. My buddies with Design One Racewear, one of the sponsors for the Sooner Late Model Series, are down in front of the grandstands right now. Show them your T-shirts, guys. There they are. You see them? Okay, here's the deal. They're going to throw T-shirts into the crowd. Carefully open those shirts. Inside one of them is a coupon for a free shirt. So you take that coupon to the Design One Racewear trailer, and they will give you a free Sooner Late Model Series shirt. So if you want one, wave out and let them see you. Meanwhile, let's do the lineup for this Sooner Late Model Series A feature. On the pole, the 71 car, Jay Ryson out of Boonville, Arkansas. Sponsored by Jay's Trash Service, Flatbelly Farms, Bear Torque Converter, and Southwest Feeds. On his outside, the ZZ, a Sloppy Hog out of Arlington, Texas. Row 2 inside, the 229, a Damian Patoshka out of Enid, Oklahoma. On his outside, the 55 of Zach Nickel out of Choctaw, Oklahoma. Sponsored by Mark's Machine Shop and Auto Repair, Tacoma Park Radiator, Garrett Maple Homes, Harry Coconut Salon, BB Welding, and KBN Graphics. The 5R, Caleb Roach up next out of Woodward, Oklahoma. Sponsored by Ramirez Race Cars, Boom Chest Well Service. The 28 car, Kylan Garner out of Neosho, Missouri. Sponsored by Kryptonite Race Cars by USA 1 Motorsports. McDougall's Flooring, G4 Hydro Graphics, and Double Down Asphalt. The 11 of Justin Allen out of Enid, Oklahoma. Sponsored by Bergman Tax Service. The Spot, Nick and Rebecca Donnell, Enid Superlube. Fine Roofing, Meadow Lake Golf Course, Allen's Tile and Remodeling, Abco Performance, Allen Racing Fabrication, and Supreme Vinyl Works. The 00 Clay Julian out of Ozark, Arkansas. Sponsored by CJ Trucking and Carl McDade Construction. Race fans, your 4-wide salute to the fans. Ten car is Jacob McGee out of Caney, Kansas, sponsored by Patriot Service Company and Triple J Farms of Caney. The 49 car, Justin Wells out of Aurora, Missouri, sponsored by John Muhlenberg. The 66 car of Hayden Ross out of Muskogee, sponsored by Ross Construction, J. Hodge Chevrolet and Cadillac, Bill Fry Racing, and Laster Cattle Company. The 82 car, Jace Parmalee out of Neosho, Missouri, sponsored by Lucky Sailor Horse and Cattle Company, Smoking Hog Barbecue, and Muddy Bottom Boys. The 14R, Jeff Roth out of Bentonville, Arkansas, sponsored by Kimball Services, Ridout Lumber, and Waco Title. The 15A, Mike Anderson from here in Muskogee out of, from here in Muskogee, sponsored by Davis Field Aviation, Eagle Landscape, and Bill Fry Motorsports. All right, this time, race fans, get on your feet, light up those phones, wave, stomp your feet, wave your hands. They can see you, they can hear you, make some noise for the Sooner Late Model Series. They're waving at you, wave at them. Yeah, they can see you, they're looking. We appreciate each and every one of you being here this evening and celebrating the Sooner Late Model Series with us. Next up, the 31 of Gary Lowe out of Plano, Texas, sponsored by Advanced Suspension and Wells Racing Engines. The 29S, Scott Garrett Donnell out of Newalla, Oklahoma. The 88S, Richard Shepler out of Mounds, Oklahoma, sponsored by Sherwood Construction and Southwest Greens. The 64 car, Jay Sale out of Bethany, Oklahoma, sponsored by Sale Physical Therapy. The 23 of Kearney Weaver out of Muskogee, Oklahoma. The 14G of Joe Godsey out of Bentonville, Arkansas, sponsored by Kimball Services, Ridout Lumber Company, and Waco Title. The 36, Jason Redmond out of Sapulpa, Oklahoma, sponsored by Car and Pre Racing and Snap-on Tools. So I know we're missing Redmond, we're missing Sale. The 64 of Sale does not make the call. The 36 of Redmond does not make the call. Scott Donnell on the end, Shepler, Sale, no. Redmond, no. Yes, please. Yellow light is out. We'll look for green flag this time around. 25 fast laps around this big half-mile speedway. Fasten your belts. Here we go. Ryson out front. Here comes Hogg. Patoska to the inside of Nickel. Nickel to the inside of Hogg. Down the back straightaway. Ryson, Patoska, Nickel, Roach, and Hogg. They come off 4. Ryson still out front. Damian Patoska hot on his tail. Then Zach Nickel, Caleb Roach, Dustin Allen, Sloppy Hogg. Clay Julian trying to find a place to go. Oh, Justin Wells up against the wall. We stay going and stay green. Back up front. It is the 229 of Damian Patoska in the lead. Behind him, the battle continues. Ryson, Nickel, Roach, Allen, McGee. Roach into 3rd, Nickel back to 4th. Nickel back. McGee to the inside of Nickel. Still Patoska out front, Ryson in 2nd. Then Roach, McGee, Nickel, Allen. A 3-wide battle between Julian, Ross, and Garner. They're starting to single file out. Patoska, your leader. Caleb Roach right on the back bumper of Jay Risen. Now he'll try Risen on the high side. Can't get anything done. Goes right back underneath him. McGee looks underneath Roach. Caleb Roach and Jacob McGee doing battle back there for third and fourth. McGee takes over third. Dustin Allen now right behind Caleb Roach. Allen will take a look underneath Roach as they go off the back straightaway. It is Patoska, then Risen, McGee, Roach, Allen, Nickel. McGee looks to the inside of Risen. McGee takes over second, Risen back to third. After Rison, it's Roach and Dustin Allen, then Zach Nickel. Kylan Garner, Hayden Ross, Clay Julian, Jay Parmalee, Joe Godzi. Back up front, still Patoska with the lead. McGee in second. Then Rison, Roach, Allen, Nickel, Garner, Ross, Julian, Parmalee, Godzi. Nice little two-car battles going on all over the track. Zach Nickel trying to get underneath Dustin Allen as they go down the back straightaway. They come off four. Now McGee up on the back bumper of Patoska. Patoska in the lead, McGee in second. Then it's Rison and Roach, Allen and Nickel, Garner, Julian, Ross, Parmalee, Godzi, Wells, Roth, Hogg, Lowe, Shepler, Donnell, and Anderson. Anderson slowing going into corner one, and the yellow is out. Mike Anderson slowing way up high. And I believe that the yellow was for him. All right, lineup is correct with 10 laps complete and 15 to go. Damian Patoska, your leader. Jacob McGee in second. Then Jay Risen, Caleb Roach, Dustin Allen, Zach Nickel, Kylan Garner, Clay Julian, Hayden Ross, Jay Parmalee. Godzi, Joe Godzi. After Godzi, it's Wells and Roth. Sloppy Hogs, Gary Lowe, Richard Shepler, and Scott Garrett Donnell. Flagman looking him over. Green, green, green. Here comes McGee to the inside of Patoska. McGee takes the lead. Oh my gosh, trouble right there going into one. Dustin Allen up on the side of the 71 of Risen. Allen continues, but Risen is slowed. And now the 14R of Jeff Ross has spun around in corner two. Well, I thought that was going to get much uglier than it did. They tried to put 3 cars in a 2-car box, and it just did not work. And because we did not finish that lap, Patoska will get his spot back. So Patoska will be your leader. Roth to the infield. Lineup is correct. Oh, they're red flagging it. So a little quick body work on the 11 car. Track determined that that was not a safe situation and they wanted to do something about it. All right, still 10 laps down and 15 to go. And this one's starting to heat up pretty good. Patoshka, your leader, McGee in second. We just saw McGee go by him a minute ago. We'll see what can happen after the green flag flies here. Looks like Jay Rice in the third spot. Then Caleb Roach and Dustin Allen, Zach Nickel and Kylan Garner, Clay Julian and Hayden Ross, Joe Godsey and Jay Parmalee, Justin Wells, ZZ Sloppy Hog, Gary Lowe, Richard Shepler, Scott Garrett Donnell, and Jeff Roth. Flagman gives him the 1 to go sign. We'll go back green flag racing in about 2 left turns. There's one right there. And here comes your second left turn. When they make this one, we should see hammer down, green flag. Here we go. Patoshka with McGee, his shadow. Then Risen. Allen on the outside of Roach. Roach goes to try to go to the inside of Risen. Can't find anything there. Meanwhile, McGee goes to the outside of Patoshka. Patoshka holds him off and hangs on to the lead. Caleb Roach takes over third from Risen. Here comes Clay Julian. Julian to the inside of Dustin Allen. Allen going around the outside of Risen. Can't get it done. Clay Julian wants to put the 00 below Risen, but there's nothing there. Meanwhile, McGee gets to the inside of Patoshka and goes by him going into 1. McGee, Patoshka, Roach, Rison, Julian, Parmalee, Allen, Godsey. Oh, Godsey and Allen make contact. Allen got the worst of that one. He's slowing. Yeah, Dustin Allen definitely way off the pace. He's going back quickly. Flat tire on the 11 car, and the yellow is out. "13 laps completed and 12 remain. Jacob McGee now your leader. Patoshka sits in second, then Roach. Risen, Julian, Parmalee, Godsey, Nickel, Wells, Garner, Ross, Lowe, Roth, Shepler, Hogg, and Donnell. Green flag is out. Jacob McGee gets a really good start, gets away from the pack. McGee, Caleb Roach, Damian Patashka, Joe Godzi, Clay Julian. Jacob McGee starting to pull away from Caleb Roach, Damian Patashka, and Joe Godzi and Clay Julian. Behind them, it's Risen, Parmalee, Nickel, Ross, Wells, Garner, Lowe. Jacob McGee has definitely found something in that 10 car. He is running away from the field. Roach solidly in second, Patashka in third, then Godzi, Clay Julian, Jay Risen, Jay Parmalee, Jace Parmalee. Parmalee looks to the inside of Risen. Risen shuts the door on him. Hayden Ross right up on the back bumper of Parmalee. The 10 of Jacob McGee is your leader. Caleb Roach sits in second, then Damian Patashka. Joe Godzi, Clay Julian. Risen, Parmalee, Ross, Nickel, Garner, Wells, Lowe, Roth, Donnell, Hogg, and Shepler. McGee with nearly a straightaway lead now over Caleb Roach and Damian Patashka. Joe Godzi and Clay Julian. Trouble up in 4. A slow car I cannot see. Justin Wells is the car that is down there in corner 4. The 49 of Justin Wells brings the yellow out. Jacob McGee in the 10 car probably didn't want to see a yellow come out right there. He was running away from the field. That'll put Caleb Roach right up on his back bumper, Damian Patashka behind him. And then last night's winner, the 14G of Godzi, you might want to keep an eye on that guy. Clay Julian, Jay Risen, Jace Parmalee, Hayden Ross, Zach Nickel, Kylan Garner, Gary Lowe, Jeff Roth, Scott Garrett Donnell, Rich Shepler, and Sloppy Hogg. So I'm wondering if Joe Godsey has been kind of hanging back a little bit, waiting for his moment. He has worked his way through the field and now finds himself sitting in fourth, and I'm wondering if maybe he hasn't just kind of played the late race game. We'll see here in a few minutes. Green flag in the air. Oh, Hayden Ross right up on the back bumper of Jay Risen. Ooh, and they trade a lot of metal, or paint anyway, as they go out corner 2. 3 wide in the back straightaway. Meanwhile, McGee has pulled away from the field. Caleb Roach still sits in second, and look who's knocking on his back door. That's right, the 14G of Joe Godsey. Godsey looks to the inside of Roach. Nickel up high and into the marbles, and that's going to cost him a bunch of spots. McGee, your leader. Godsey slides into second, then Caleb Roach. Clay Julian, Damon Patochka, Hayden Ross, Jay Parmalee, Jay Risen, Kylan Garner. So let's see if Jacob McGee can hold off Joe Godsey. See whether there's a game of cat and mouse going on here. The 88S, Rich Shepler, slow right in corner 1, right into the start of corner 1. Look like it might be a right rear flat on the 88S. So it looks like Shepler will leave the track under his own power. Zach Nickel in the 55 car also leaving the track. "22 laps down, 3 laps remain. Jacob McGee out front, Joe Godsey right behind him. Then young Mr. Caleb Roach, Clay Julian, Damian Patochka, Hayden Ross, Jay Parmalee, Jay Risen, Kylan Garner, Gary Lowe, Sloppy Hogg, Justin Wells, and Scott Garrett Donnell. 3 fast laps coming at you. Can McGee hold on? Is Godsey going to take it? Is Caleb Roach going to suddenly appear in the winner's circle? Boy, that would be a big, big feather in that young man's cap. This is his first year in the Sooner Late Model Series, first year in a late model. If he could win here tonight, that would be a big thing for him. Flagman looking him over. Green flag. McGee, Godsey, Roach. They spread out a little bit up front, but here come Godsey. Godsey trying to reel in the 10 of McGee. I don't think it's going to happen, folks. I think McGee has got too much space between him and Godsey as the white comes out. McGee, Godsey, Roach, Julian, Ross, Patoshka, Garner, Parmalee, Rison Lowe, Roth, Donnell, and Hogg. And here comes your winner through 3. And out of 4, the 10 car, Mr. Jacob McGee. Godsey finishes second, then Caleb Roach, Clay Julian, Hayden Ross, Damian Patoshka, Garner, Parmalee, Rison, Lowe.
Well, I thought the 14G was going to be able to do it there. I thought the last restart might have given him a shot, but the other guy just able to get out just that much better on the restart. And they'll roll across the scales over here. Check them, make sure they make weight. And we'll have some driver interviews real shortly. He's good. Your top 5 roll across the scales. A-OK. We'll get fist bumps from the kids from 2nd through 5th. And we'll wait for your winner in victory lane. Some cool stuff.
All right, race fans, he's out of the car. He can hear you. Put your hands together. The big check with the big dollar signs on it. $2,000 to this man right here. Congratulations, Jacob, for a guy that got to the track a little late yesterday. You didn't do too bad tonight.
Oh, yes, sir. We've been behind, just got this car together. We've raced, this is the 3rd race in it, and we're just happy to be here. Thank all the fans for coming out and withstanding the rain. I know that was we were getting a little hairy there at the beginning. We didn't know if we were going to get it in, but everyone that stayed hopefully treated to a decent show.
When you got that yellow with like 3 to go, what was going through your head?
Oh, just hit my marks, you know, do what I've been doing. I didn't really know how close he was at the time. My wife was up there on the sticks, and I just couldn't see her.
Right.
She does a good job otherwise.
If you don't know what he's talking about, sometimes people will stand and go like this
to tell you whether you're way ahead of the guy behind you or like this to tell you that you better put the pedal to the metal, right?
That's right. Yes, sir. That's
All
right.
right. Congratulations again, Jacob. Hopefully we see you with Sooner Late Model Series a whole lot more this year.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Thunderbird Speedway, for having us. Thank you for braving the weather. And I'm going to turn it back over to the great folks here at Thunderbird Speedway. Not a bad
Thank you,
race.
Larry. Great race right there with the Sooner Late Model Series and the late race caution that threw a kink in there, but nope. Not phased at all. Was able to get a good jump on the restart and jump out in front of everybody else. Was a heck of a race.
Third's great, brother. Third's great. Congratulations.
A lot more work. It's good job.
There you go.
Well, coming up next here, folks, don't leave just yet. We got 3 more feature races coming up. A $1,500 to win A-Mod. B-Mods are coming up next. $1,250 to win this evening. Kyle Slater had it won last night. We'll see what he can do this evening after winning his heat race. And we also have the factory stock. $750 to win this evening in the factory stocks. And so your field of cars rolls out onto the big historic half mile, Thunderbird Speedway, for a 20-lap main event. $1,250 to win this evening. And we have Kyle Slater and Alan Owen on the front row with Justin Wells in the 49 and Jacob Campbell in the 27, second row. Justin Leatherman 94, Jack Kirby in the 7K. Dalton Ragsdale in the 22, Justin Shoemaker in the 5. Michael Hornback in the 25 star and Billy Arnold in the 16. Gene Parvin in the 31. Christopher Theodore in the 06. Kevin Lacey will be in the 14 machine, the inside row number 7. Neil Johnson in the 17J. Outside row 7. Row 8 holds the 7 of Daniel Coet and the 12A of Preston Guthrie. Ray Roberts in the 0, the 25C of Brandon Huff, the 38 of Robert Page, and the 96 of Austin Crowder. Make up your field of cars. 20 laps the distance. $1,250 to the winner. Again, Kyle Slater in 3 and Alan Owen in the 79 will lead you to the green flag. Green flag in the air, lap 1, getting ready to come to completion here. Kyle Slater in the 3 machine is going to bring you around and lead lap number 1. Wales in the 49 in second. Here comes the 94, Dustin Letterman in third. He's had a good run here this weekend. The 22, Dalton Ragsdale, I'm sure, made some changes in his machine as well. Alan Owen in the 79, rolling in fifth. Not a whole lot of action on the track at the moment, with Kyle Slater still leading. Here we go, challenge for second. The 94 Leatherman trying to get underneath the 49. They're side by side right behind him, but let's watch the 94 and the 49. Leatherman and the 49 rolling the bottom of the speedway. Seems like the preferred line around the Thunderbird Speedway this evening. Dale, excuse me. The car livery, the paint job on this 3 machine looks just like Dale Richardson's 3. We're going to go and say that I've been confused about that all night long, so I got to check myself whenever I call out Kyle Slater's name. Kyle Slater pulling a big lead now on second spot, and helping him out is the fact that these 2 guys have been battling it out for second for the last several laps here. Early in this one still, though, there could be a lot of changes, but a good start so far. The 94 Leatherman this time with a good run down the front stretch. He's got that second spot away from the 49 of Wells. Wells high side, car just a little bit sideways. Leatherman gets upset through the middle of the speedway, and he'll back off. But it's Kyle Slater with the lead out front. Turn 4, we have a car around. It's going to be, it's the 49. Wells has gone around. Bottom of turn number 4, the 49 of Justin Wells has gone around one time, brings out the caution in this one, and Kyle Slater had a huge lead. Race all that, reset the fields. Wells is going to have to work his way back up through the cars. And we're going to slow things down real fast. Again, the 2021 first annual Okie Dirt Classic, brought to you by Jay Hodge, not James Hodge, Jay Hodge in Muskogee, and Warren Cat, your presenting sponsors. A complete list of sponsors right here, man. APAC, VP Race Fuels, Arcola, Ross Construction, GSE Construction, Bravado Wireless, Three River Auto Collision, Muskogee Powder Coating, York Street Tire, Advantage Controls, Prime Transportation, Ace Co-Rental and Sales, 24 Karat Palm, Prime Pallet, Profit Plumbing, Quality One Loop, Speedway Grill, Dirt Gangster, Custom Graphics, Morgan Towing, Catfish Ranch, O'Reilly Auto Parts, and the City of Muskogee. Another car stopped at the top of turn 1, asking a race official about something over here. Oh, they're going to need a hook in one. Something wrong over here, turn 1 with this. Who is that? Does anybody have any? All I can see is the back of the car. Man, I can't make it out. I can't make it out. I don't know who it is in turn 1. Wells, turn 4, has a hook on his machine. Not sure if he's just getting pulled out or what there. Not sure anybody's going to have anything to do for Kyle Slater. I mean, the car is just in excellent shape. You've got a veteran driver in there. We can call him that. He's been racing pretty much all his life. He knows this track well. It's just, when you get a guy with that much experience, you put him in a race car that he has right now, and the power plant, I believe that's a Rubel Racing's engines underneath that machine. Or it might be, excuse me, I take that back. We'll get that thing over here and check out what it is. It's got United Sports and Auto on it. I can't see it from here in my binoculars. There's too much dirt on the windows. Yeah, it's got Rubel on it. Schoenfield headers, United Sports and Auto. Modern Images. What else we got on here? TJR. I mean, that car is just set up, ready to roll. And it's been spun smooth all weekend long. So now Dustin Leatherman, the 94, don't count him out. A lot of power behind that machine. Good driver as well. A lot of experience. Dalton Ragsdale in the 22 is up there ready to battle Michael Hornback. Like I was talking about earlier, that guy can drive, and he drives a car. You talk about someone that can drive a car, that 25 star is the guy I'm talking about. It kind of reminds me, you ever seen Tyler Wolff race? And he just puts the car in places that you think it can't go. That's the type of thing you see sometimes out of that 25 star. He'll just stick that thing up on the high side or low side. You think, oh, he's in the wall, or nope, he gets it to work. That's the 96 getting a tow. Something in the rear end's gone awry. Four laps down of 20. Kyle Slater is going to lead you back around the green flag. Larry Ross up on the flag stand. Green flag. Kyle Slater will lead you through 1 and 2. Now down the backstretch. He'll pull a good 2-car lead at least on the 94 of Dustin Leatherman. Dalton Ragsdale in the 22s running in that third spot. Alan Owens dropped to fourth now. Kyle Slater takes you one more lap down. Lacey in the 14 with a good run here up in fifth. Looking racy as well. Won his B feature, I believe. Was that right? He won his B? Yeah. Tyler Lacey winning his B feature, now showing up here in fifth. So a good drive in the 14 machine. 2 cars around turn number 4. It's going to be the 17. I don't know who the other car was. Or maybe they just got a little bit loose. But for sure, the 17 stuck at the top of turn number 4. And a couple more laps down puts us at 5 down. So a quick turnaround here. The 17, I believe, was the one that went around. They've got him righted, and he's back on the track. All right, field reset. Kyle Slater is going to lead you back around for another restart with 5 laps down, 15 to go. $14 of Tyler Lacey worked himself up into that top 5. He's right now sits on the outside of the 79 of Alan Owen. Dustin another one on the inside, row 2 behind your leader. Ragsdale outside of him in the 22. Looks like a good start, green flag. A little bit of a rough spot developing the bottom, right pretty much between turns 1 and turns 2. You saw the cars rock and roll through there. Kyle Slater pulls the lead up front again. Leatherman holding on to second. Ragsdale in third. It's follow the leader at the moment with Jack Kirby in the 7K slow. He's going to get off the track. We're good to keep going. We're green. Kyle Slater out of turn number 4, your leader. Then it's Dustin Leatherman, Ragsdale, Alan Owen, Tyler Lacey, the 27 of Jacob Campbell, Michael Hornback the second, Shoemaker, and the 06 of Christopher Theodore. Justin Wells in the 49. Working his way back up through the field. He's up around the 16 of Arnold. God, I tell you what, there's not a whole lot anybody's going to do for this 3. Only thing that can happen is something's going to have to break. I don't wish that on him. Don't get me wrong. But Kyle Slater is just too strong tonight. He showed it last night. He's going to try and double up tonight. The 94 of Dustin Leatherman. Just trying to stay in his vapor trails, I guess you could say, at this moment. Well, your top 10 pretty much stay unchanged. Maybe Christopher Theodore making one move. But other than that, we are single file on the bottom of the speedway. Nobody venturing up to the top side. It's proven to be a crucial mistake in a couple instances. But Kyle Slater has figured this place out. Again, really smooth in the number 3 machine. Taking his time to work his way through the track, through each corner. The black slick track that you see, the dry slick, some guys just are born for it and some guys just don't like it. Looks like tonight it's Kyle Slater's night once again. The battle for second still hot. If Dustin Leatherman makes any kind of mistake, the 22 Dalton Ragsdale is right there. Ragsdale has been searching quite a bit here in the last several laps, really trying to get the car a little bit higher entry than a 94 and running a little bit higher line, just looking for something. He found a little bit right there on the entry to 1, but he loses it coming out of turn number 2. Car wants to enter well, rolls a lot of momentum, raw the speed, but just can't get the power down to get up there and make another run at it in the next corner. So it's kind of like this accordion effect. He can get there and then he backs off, and then he gets there and backs off. Starting to work lap traffic. Kyle Slater going to put the 38 of Robert Page 1 lap down. This will be lap number 15 of 25 laps to go. Dustin Leatherman, Ragsdale continue to try and battle for that second spot. Alan Owen, Tyler Lacey, 4th and 5th. Jacob Campbell running 6th. Then it's Michael Hornback, Chris Theodore, 7th and 8th. Shoemaker is 9th. And the 49 of Wells running 10th. One car slow, Robert Page on the back stretch. He gets off the track. We stay green. This time by should be 2 to go. Battle on the track between the 49 and the 5. Wells is going to take the position away, entering turn number 1. Right here, 2 laps to go for the 3 of Kyle Slater. Out of turn number 4, the 3, Kyle Slater, will get the 1 to go. White flag. And just smooth sailing all night for the 3 of Kyle Slater out of turn number 4. Checkered flag. Doubles up in his Rubel Racing Engine United Sports and Auto number 3 machine. Kyle Slater wins night number 2. Dustin Leatherman in the 94 holds on for a close second. And Dalton Ragsdale on the 22 comes home 3rd. Getting ready to climb out in his 3 machine. 2 nights in a row, doubling up on night 2 in the 2021 annual Okie Dirt Classic. First annual, I should say. Give him a round of applause, folks. Kyle Slater. Do a quick interview here, Kyle. Man, the car looks so smooth, both last night and tonight, on the bottom of the track. Really didn't give you a whole lot of trouble. I mean, there might have been one rough spot tonight, but other than that, this car just looked like it was hooked up.
Yeah, this is a really good piece here. I got to thank Dale Richardson, Stephanie Richardson for giving me this opportunity. I got to thank United Sports and Autos, Rubel Race Engines, Modern Images, I'm sure I'm forgetting a few, but I got to thank all my crew. I got to thank Brady Ross. He's done one heck of a job, and all these fans for coming out.
Awesome, awesome. Did you change anything on the car at all? I mean, this thing looked the same from night 1, night 2.
I haven't touched the car all weekend.
There you go, folks. He left it alone. Give him a round of applause. The number 3, Kyle Slater. Rolling out onto the track here is your USRA A Modified A feature. Scheduled to be a 20-lap feature event tonight. I believe it's $1,500 to win as a fireworks show off here tonight. 24-karat pawn, Ryan Lowe supplying those for us. Appreciate him. Jake Davis in the 7D. And the 49 of Justin Wells will be on your front row. Row number 2 holds the G3 of Brendan Gimmel and the 4R of Jared Russell. Jeremy Vaughn in the 8 and Jay Arnold in the 73 will make up row 3. Row 4 will be the 6 of Jason Payton and the 127 of Andy Morris. Roy Long in the 17 and James Esmond in the 20E will be row 5. Row 6, the 7H of Brett Hansen, and the 17 JR of Drake Long. The 84X of Henry Dry, the 89 of Tate Cole, and Jay Sale in the 64. As we go green flag for the 20-lap A main, $1,500 to win. Okie Dirt Classic USRA A Modified feature. Jake Davis with the early lead, leading lap number 1. The 7D stretches the lead on the G3 of Gimmel. The 4R of Jared Russell running 3rd as he just took that spot away from the 49. Wells running 4th. Then it's going to be the 8 of Vaughn in 5th. Jay Arnold and the 127 of SWAT spots. All right, now it's all Jake Davis out front. Gimmel's going to have to track him down. Those two last night had a little bit of a tussle. Gimmel led most of the race last night. He led everything up until a mid-race restart. And then it was Jake Davis throwing a hook and slider, I'm going to call it, a hook and slider. He hooked the bottom of turn number 1. The car turned and rotated perfectly, and then he slid up out of turn number 2. Right in front of the G3, made a little bit of contact, wasn't nothing crazy, and ended up winning the night. The 4R of Jared Russell running 3rd as he's cleared the 49. Got away from the rest of the pack, so he's free to search around the track just a little bit, try and find some speed. Wells running in that 4 spot. Vaughn in 5th. The 73 of Jay Arnold's and the 127 Andy Morris. They've traded spots a couple times now. This time it's the 127 of Morris has gotten around Arnold. Turn 2. We got a car around. The 17 JR of Jake Long has gone around one time. He'll bring out this caution. We are at 5 laps down. 15 to go when we get things started back up. A lot of damage there on the 17. Looks like a left rear flat, maybe. They're going to push him. I tried to get him fired back up. Yeah, it looks like a left rear flat for the 17. Could have been some incidental contact causing that, or maybe some sheet metal. Lights go out this time by the flag stand. Your field of cars rolls through 3 and 4. We'll get things fired back up. Larry Ross says, yes, sir, let's go. Green flag. Gamble's going to try the bottom side. Oh, bicycle's up on 2 tires. There's a little bit of a rough spot developing in the bottom of turns 1 and 2, as I said before. Got to be really careful. Drivers having to navigate that, and there's one little spot right there out of turn number 4 that has developed. Not too rough on that side. This one over here in turns 1 and 2 is a little bit more trickier. But Jake Davis out front at the moment. Gimmel holds on to that second spot. Jared Russell a close third. He's battling up to try and get up into second. Wells in the 49 under attack from the 8 of Vaughn. Top 3 will separate themselves from the Hornet's Nest that's right back here. They're 3 wide, 2 wide. We have a 3-way battle for the 4th spot. And then we pretty much have a 4-car battle back here at the back of the pack for last spot. Top 3 cars just searching, looking for something. Again, the smooth attitude you have to have on this type of track, this type of night, when you have this smooth, glossy finish like this, the dry slick comes out, and you really got to be patient, feather light with your throttle control. Really pay attention to the car. Even though we have, the 49's got a flat right rear. The 49 of Wells, flat right rear, turns 1 and 2. And the caution waves, and we'll slow it down one more time just to make sure the 49 can get off track. I'll take that any day. Yeah, it has caused a couple issues with cautions on track. If we have to get a car off track, we have to throw the caution more often because it's hard to make that right turn to get, go to the pits. But I'll take that any day over the safety concerns we had with how the turn 1 wall was. So great job. Go ahead, throw your cautions. I'd rather be safe than sorry. So. Lights go out, lineup is good. Quick turnaround here. We'll get things back underway. Jake Davis been extremely strong. Slow it down, boys. Don't start just yet. Then we got to spin. Long is gone around. You can see the tech area. These guys finishing up tech for your B-Mod feature. Really cool. They do that right in front of the fans. They know we're taking them. They can see we're taking them out in the open. Back to green. Just checking on some technical things. We got things back underway with the 7D Jake Davis out front. The G3 Gimmel looks a lot better this time. For some reason, the 4R of Jared Russell is back here in fourth. Car going away just a little bit. Oh, the 127 Andy Morris goes around one time, tops of turns 1 and 2. He stalled out right there. Caution wave. One more time here. Listen up, race fans, hardcore race fans. We do have a DQ. We do have a DQ in the B-Mods. In the B-Mods, the 22 of Dalton Ragsdale has been DQ'd. Finished third. Had some illegal parts on the power plant of his machine, and so he will be DQ'd from tonight's finish. Green flag back here with the modifieds. The 7D, Jake Davis, I'm telling you, a big-time jump. I mean, not a jump, but a good start. He shot out of a cannon on that restart. Good lead on the G3 of Gimmel. Jared Russell is back up here in the third and the 4R, so he's got his spot back. But I don't know if they can do anything. The 7D just has this thing figured out. It's Davis, Gimmel, Russell, Hansen now up into the fourth. Jay Arnold is doing battle with the 8 of Vaughn. So the big development is the 7H of Brett Hansen, and the 6 of Jason Payton goes around one time in turn 4. Caution will wave. Should be a quick turnaround. Guys know where they're racing. I mean, these guys have got to be on the tail of the 7D. They're whatever Davis is doing to get a jump on them on the start is just perfect. He's pulling 3 or 4 car lengths out of turn number 4. Maybe it's a different gear. Couldn't tell you. The guy's he's just nailing these restarts. If you could stay close enough to him, you might be able to throw a slider or something. But if you can't stay there, there's nothing you can do. You just watch him. You watch him scoot away. So lights go out. We're going to try this one more time. 13 laps down of 20. The G3 of Gimel able to stay a little bit closer this time. Trying to figure something out on the bottom out of turn number 4, but that's where Davis is so strong. Smoke. A little bit of smoke out of the 7D. I did see that. That was smoke. There is smoke coming from the 7D. It might be smoke in the right rear or something. Maybe that's tire smoke. That's a lot of smoke, though. And it's hanging with him down the front stretch. He could be cording the left rear tire. I wouldn't doubt it as more smoke starts to pour out of the 7D of Davis. Gimel a few car lengths back. Past him will be the 4R of Jared Russell, then Brett Hansen, Jay Arnold, Vaughn, the 17 of Roy Long, Jason Payton, and the 64 of Jay Sale. Could be brake rotor dust. Could be brake rotors getting hot. I don't see them glowing, though. Very interesting to see that much smoke and nothing really happen. Maybe had a tire rub. I don't see any damage. It's just, a little bit of damage on the right rear, I guess. Gimel trying the high side through 1 and 2, just searching the track, trying to find something. As Jake Davis starts to disappear in front of him. Be 2 to go this time by. Russell having a hard time here late stages. He gets a little loose. Now he's in danger of dropping one more position as Hansen is right there. Out of turn number 4, the white flag will wave for Jake Davis in the 7D. And that's going to do it. The 7D of Jake Davis will win the modified feature tonight, doubling up. Gimel's going to run second, and Jared Russell third. Real quick, $2 corn dogs. $2 corn dogs down there at the corn dog stand. $2 corn dogs if anybody's hungry. $2 corn dogs. Ladies and gentlemen, crawling out of the car in the 7D, Jake Davis. Give him a round of applause. Doubling up tonight. Quick picture with the family. I'll stay out of that, and we'll get an interview real quick. All right, let's go over here and talk to this young man. I'll tell you what, again, car looked extra smooth. You had a good restart last night, which got you to double up tonight. The restart was an odd move. Like I said, you've been able to hook the bottom of that turn one, and then it slid up out of turn number two. Looked great to win last night, and then tonight, just all out front. Car looked smooth. Nobody could do anything, and you had a great restart almost every time.
Yeah, man, this car is just great. I don't have a lot of laps in it, but this is an extreme chassis, and these guys built a great car. Got a great team behind me, plenty of help. Everybody just put everything together, and everything worked. You know, it just come together for a week, for once.
Well, congratulations to you, sir. Big payday this weekend. Come on back to Thunderbird Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for Jake Davis. I apologize for the late announcement on the factory stock A main. Had to run back up here in the grandstands, and they had things already going. Now that I'm up here, I'm going to run through your starting lineup real quick just to give you who's who. Matt French in the 199 starts on the front row with a 327 of Dale Richardson. Then it's a 7 of Kobe Kasinger, Mike Moschek in the 25. The 11M of James Moyson, the 1 of Grant Davis. Tyler Lacey in the 97, the DT1 of Mike Wiseman. Randy Moses in the 75, Dennis Slater in the 19, Kyler Mackey in the 18, Jonathan Scroggins in the 86, the 2K of Trey Keever, who just caused that first caution, Gracie Williams, the 11, and the 112C of Juan Diaz. Back to green flag racing with 3 down. Scheduled to be a 15-lap feature race this evening. The winner of tonight's factory stock A main will get $750. Last night, it was your leader, the 327 of Dale Richardson, able to pull off night number 1 victory. Matt French in the 199 trying to be the upset, trying to get out there and show up on night number 2 and put a kink in things, get up there and battle for the lead. Kaysinger doing a great job here in 3rd in the 7 machine. Then it's Moisten in the 11, and the 75 of Moses, your top 5. Track really starting to slick off. You can really see the tire marks as they roll through 1 and 2. Again, a driver's track. The guys need to be less aggressive, more finesse as they enter and exit the corners. Dale Richardson takes you down 1 more lap. Matt French trying to do what he can do to catch him. Kaysinger running a good, strong 3rd here. First battle on track between the 19 of Dennis Slater and the 1 of Grant. The A-modified race is official. They all passed tech. Congratulations to Jake Davis. Starting to come up on some lap traffic. The 86 may be an issue. He's turning to the right. A lot of smoke out of the 86. Looks like steam, not smoke, excuse me. Overheating in the 86. He's trying to get back to his pits quick. So lap traffic no longer an issue unless the Dale Richardson 327 gets up here to Gracie Williams. Again, the running order, the 327 of Dale Richardson, Matt French in the 199, Kaysinger in the 7. Then it's a hornet's nest of cars between the 11 of James Moisten, Tyler Lacey in the 97, the DT1 of Mike Wiseman. The J5 right there is not running to compete. He is shaking down the car. The 75 of Moses is right there in that battle. Moisten has cleared him this time, so he's able to get away. And now you're just a 3-car battle between these, and that seems to be throwing in a little bit of a kink with the L5 of Brown up there, kind of getting in their way. Turn 2 debris has brought a halt to the action. And we have a guy, yeah, there's a track personnel running out there to grab it. Oh, looks like I see it's behind the pole. Is that a piece of suspension or no? Gosh, it's a whole header. Someone just lost a whole header. There's a car out here who lost an entire header off their engine. It looks like a header. Turn 2. Could have been the 86 car. You could be right. The 86 might have lost that header. Wow. Yeah, they kicked it down to the bottom of turn 2. That's the first time I've seen a whole header come off a car. Yeah, look, he's kicking the header. Like I saw the replay, he kicked the header down there into the ditch. Lights are out. We're going to get things back underway. 11 down of 15, 4 to go. Dale Richardson, your leader. Moses trying to make a move, trying to get there in battle for 4th. Matt French trying to stay close to the 327. And the L5 of Brown has gone around, bringing out this caution. All right. One more time. 11 laps down of 15. Can Richardson hold on? Can French get up there and do battle? Green flag. Oh, watch out. Casinger up into the side of the one of French, and we're going to have a field day with this. Watch out. Oh, man, good. I thought it was going to be a salvage yard. I thought it was going to be a salvage yard. Casinger throws it in turn number 1. Car doesn't stick. Drifts up into the 199 of Matt French. French goes around, and then the 19 of Dennis Slater spins to avoid. But I thought that was going to be a whole lot worse than it turned out to be. And so the call over race control is the 7 of Kobe Casinger will get put tailback. The 199 of Matt French will get his spot back along with the 19 of Dennis Slater. Good call, in my opinion. Kasinger just kind of threw it in there a little too rough, hoping it would stick, and it didn't. I mean, just trying to make a racing move. But the problem is the 199 did nothing wrong and got taken out. So you gotta, you know, track officials make the call. That's what you go with. Thank you for the 111, 114 of you that have stuck with us this evening on Bravado Wireless's live stream of the first annual Okie Dirt Classic. 4 laps to go in this one to finish the weekend. Dale Richardson is your leader. We're going to go green flag. Matt French trying everything he can do to get up here and battle to steal this one away. Hood on the backstretch. Yellow hood on the backstretch. Caution a wave. The 19 of Dennis Slater losing a hood on the backstretch. Lights go out. Again, 4 to go. It's taking forever to run these last 4 laps. 11 down. Richardson, your leader. Matt French on the bottom this time with Moisten up top. Moisten's going to try and pitch him down low. You can see him on the backstretch. He's trying to hold tight to the 199 as they roll through 3. Let's see what happens. That's a good start by the 199. He's all over the back bumper of Richardson. Can he stay there? As we're 3, 2 wide behind him. You can stay on the leaders and see what French can do. Richardson pulls a little bit of a lead. 75 of Moses having issues. He's rolling back through the back of the field. 199 of French, a little wide out of turn number 4. He's going to back up just a little bit more. Man, there's nothing he can do. And Randy Moses out of turn number 4, slow. And we go to 12 down. Single file is the call to try to end the night here. 3 to go, 12 down, $750 payday. And can Dale Richardson double it up? Green flag waves one more time. Good start from the 327. Singer at the bottom. He's trying to work his way back through the field after having to go to the back. After the incident he caused with the 199, so he's trying to get back up there and at least run third. 2 to go this time for Dale Richardson. White flag this time for the 327 of Richardson. Matt French in the 199, a close second. Moisten running third with Tyler Lacey in the 97 and Kobe Kasinger fifth, your top 5. Then it's a DT1 of Mike Wiseman, Mike Moschek in the 25, Grant Davis, Dennis Slater. Last chance for the 199. I don't think the 327 of Richardson is going to make a mistake. It's going to be the 327, Dale Richardson. Doubling up again. 3 guys doubling up here this weekend. Matt French runs second, and 11 of Moisten runs third. Again, another experienced driver here around the area, multiple tracks, raced at probably more tracks than I can mention. Been to Lucas Oil, been to Saline, I've been to Outlaw, been here at Thunderbird. Always a good showing in the 327. And able to double up this weekend. So a big time payday. Give him a round of applause, the 327 of Dale Richardson. Quick picture with the big payday check there. Dale, again, driver's track out here. Got slick, got dry, but car was smooth both nights. Stayed on the bottom. Of course, it kind of turned one lane for a little bit. Guys were searching around. French was trying to get up there. He started on, had a good restart. He was right on your bumper there one time. I thought, man, he's going to get him, but then you power down the back stretch and you just drive away from him. I mean, the car has always been strong. You've always been a good driver. Tell us about your weekend.
It's been a great weekend. We cut our teeth on this place, I guess, good night, 22 years ago. And I just love this place. This is the closest thing that we've had to the old Thunderbird that I can recall. I mean, we had some excellent tracks, and this weekend we had a lot of character to the track. Friday night, a little rough, a lot of bite. I love those kind of tracks. And then tonight we get the glass and a little bit of dust. So really enjoyed myself this weekend.
Well, congratulations, sir. Able to double up this weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, give him a round of applause. Dale Richardson. The fan zone right here. I know you love it with the kids. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming out tonight. And if you came out last night, we appreciate you doubling up just like these drivers did. That's going to do it for us. My name is Jesse Webb. For everybody here at Thunderbird Speedway, thank you for coming out and supporting racing. We're going to do this again very shortly. Keep your eyes on the Facebook page. Keep your eyes on the My Race Pass app. We'll let you know what's going on. Good night.
You are called to be bold, to live out loud, to make the most out of every moment. You share these moments with your friends and family, side by side, across town and across the world. We are Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection, coverage, speed, service, the latest technology. These aren't options. They're not special offers. They are obligations to you. We believe in building a community, your community. Bravado Wireless.
From nationwide coverage to live high school sports to the great outdoors and so much more, we've got something for you. We're a local wireless carrier right here in Oklahoma. We work for your town, in your town. But great cell phone signal in rural areas is just scratching the surface. We also broadcast live events from all over eastern Oklahoma. High school football, basketball, baseball, dirt track races, livestock shows, and community events. Everything to keep you connected in your community. We're also producing original shows like Connect Outdoors and Cooking Wild that shines a light on real Oklahoman experiences. You can find us at bravadowireless.com, or you can search for us on Facebook or YouTube. You can even find us on the Oklahoma Sports Network. You can download their app straight to your phone, Apple TV, Smart TV, or Roku. We don't just create for Oklahoma, we are Oklahoma. We're Bravado Wireless, Oklahoma's service provider.
Stick around because we're cooking wild.